Hey Ubers! Well, I hope you've had a great week and you've been creative in some form. I've been pretty busy this last week. Picked up the rest of my works from the group show that I was in recently, and I sold 2 works, which was brilliant. I don't know who to, but yeah, I sold 2 works. Something that came from that exhibition was I was contacted by the curator / director of that gallery, and she said to me in an email, look, I'm really impressed with your work. Your style is really mixed media, and I've not seen someone use the variety of different mediums and make them work really successfully, which was an awesome compliment. So, you know, that's always good to hear. Anyway, she said, have you ever considered having a solo show? She goes, I'd really like to be involved and help you to have a solo show with us at their gallery. So I had to think about it, and I thought, yeah, well, why not? I haven't had a solo show in Melbourne, and the gallery's just around the corner, so this is probably a good opportunity, and I really feel like I'm at a place now that I can produce some decent work to a theme. And I already have a theme in mind, which is great. So I emailed her back and said, yep, definitely keen. Let's organise a time. So I'm going in next Tuesday in the afternoon to sit down with her and discuss my ideas for a show, and we'll talk about space and how long it's going to take me to produce the work. But yeah, so that's something to work towards, and I'm excited about being able to focus on something like a solo show. I've also been working on my small assemblage boxes, and I'm up to the 3rd one. Still a work in progress, but you can sort of see how it's starting to come together. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. This one's a little bit inspired by Art Deco. I grew up in Innisfail in North Queensland, which is renowned for majority of the buildings being Art Deco, or of the Art Deco period. And so it's kind of ingrained in a lot of my design subconsciously. So yeah, I've always loved Art Deco, and so some of these sculptures are going to have some sort of that influence. So that's great. So some of the works that I got back from the show was this one I wanted to show you. It's called the Stampede, and as you can see, it's just a mishmash of images and drawings on plexiglass. So the hearts are on the plexiglass, both front and the back, so it gives another layer. So yeah, so that's one of the works. Another one of the works. This is called the Ascendants, and once again, it's got 2 layers of plexiglass. It's got this piece over the top. It's got some flowers. So really happy with how that turned out. I've been working more on my t-shirt designs, and this white t-shirt, which I may have shown you in the previous video, has now become pink. And so I've screen printed my cats on it. On the back it's got the heart with my logo, Reef, and it's got a big eye there. So what I'm going to do with it now is I'm going to bleach. I'm going to spray some bleach on it to get some white effects, maybe some different patterns that I might create on it. Then I'm going to do some more drawing, some more screen printing, and I'm going to sew on it. I've got an idea to sew some things on it as well. So these are becoming really one-off unique artworks and very customized, so hopefully I can produce quite a few, and I'm thinking of making them to order. If somebody wants, once I have a few designs up and somebody wants something custom made, then I'm thinking of doing one-off orders, which is a little bit time consuming, but I think they're original. They're Reef original t-shirts, and I think they'll be pretty cool to wear. What else? Well, I'm going to talk to my boss at work about cutting back to 3 days a week so that I can focus more time on art. Because I'm really getting to the stage now where I want to focus more of my energy on my painting and creating, and having a normal 9 to 5 job. I find that, you know, I haven't been as productive as I would normally be, due to the fact is after work after you've been working all day, you just want to come home and relax, and you really don't have a lot of energy. So I think being on holidays recently has really kick-started me. It made me really reassess my direction in life and what am I really doing, and that I really need to be working for myself and making art and getting it out there, rather than working for somebody else. So that's my plan, is to talk to my boss about how I could possibly go down to 3 days a week, so that obviously I can still have income coming in to be able to pay my rent and all of my other bills, but allowing me to continue on my creative journey of just being able to be an artist, which is all I want to do. Share my work, my ideas with you guys, and continue to paint, and I would be happy for the rest of my life. But on that note, I hope you've had a great week, that you've been inspired by some of the things that you've seen. Please feel free to drop me an email, ask me any questions. Someone asked me recently about a video that I did years ago regarding alabaster plaster, and I made these little wall tiles, and they wanted to know that they couldn't get a hold of alabaster plaster. I just want to let you know, it doesn't have to be alabaster plaster. That was just one brand that I particularly used, but you can use any brand of plaster of Paris to get the same effect. So, you know, it's completely up to you what type of plaster that you use. So I wanted to talk about this product from Golden, and it's called Silkscreen Fabric Gel. I came across it the other day when I was in the art store, and basically what you use it for is if you've got some acrylic paint and you want to make your own t-shirts and use your own designs, all you have to do is mix this stuff with acrylic paint, and then it becomes screen printing fabric gel. So you can basically create your own t-shirts, print them, and then you just heat set it with an iron, and then basically you can wash it. It's fairly expensive. This one cost me $25 for this small container, but you mix it 1-to-1. The ratio is so half gel to the exact same proportional amount of paint, and then you mix it together, and then you've got your textile screen printing ink. So I've been making up quite a few different little colours. So I've just made up some pink that I'm going to be using to screen print a heart on one of my t-shirts. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I've got a shirt that I'm designing in this boiling water with pink dye. So I'm currently setting it, so I'm boiling it for half an hour with salt and the dye, and the shirt will be hopefully pink when it's finished. Anyway, other than that, I will talk to you next week. Have a great week, and take your passion and make it happen. Later.